Close your eyes for a moment and listen to your heartbeat. That rhythm you feel is not just the sound of life, it's the pulse of a divine plan unfolding. Somewhere in another part of this world, another heartbeat is moving in harmony with yours. You don't know their name yet, or maybe you do, but heaven does. The angels whisper tonight that there is a sacred mission written between your soul and another, a younger soul destined to walk beside you. This connection is not simply about romance. It is about purpose, destiny, and light. God has been aligning your stories like stars in the same constellation, preparing the perfect moment for your paths to cross. You've felt it, haven't you? That sense that something greater than love itself is approaching. A pull that isn't just emotional, it's spiritual. That's not imagination. That's the echo of a covenant made before you were born. Heaven planned this connection long before you could question it. This younger soul is part of your divine assignment. Their arrival in your life will not be random. It will be timely. They come carrying energy, faith, and ideas that your spirit will recognize instantly. You'll look at them and feel both newness and nostalgia, as if you've known them before, as if they were written into your journey from the start. The angels say this younger person has been guided through experiences that matured their soul faster than time. They've carried questions they couldn't answer, pain they couldn't explain. Yet through it all, heaven has been preparing them, not just for themselves, but for you. And you, beloved, have been walking your own preparation path, filled with challenges that built compassion, endurance, and wisdom. You weren't waiting for love. You were being refined for purpose. When your paths finally merge, you'll notice something beyond chemistry. You'll sense calling. You'll realize that together you're meant to do more than love each other. You're meant to serve, build, create, and heal others. Your union will be a ministry of light in its own right. Heaven planned this pairing as a balance of generations, not to highlight difference, but to blend perspectives. The younger soul brings fresh fire. You bring steady flame. Together, you become the torch that lights the way for others. When you meet, don't rush to define it. Let the mission unfold. Divine partnerships reveal themselves in layers. At first, you may think it's attraction, friendship, or mentorship, but soon you'll see it's divine alignment. The angels reveal that you've met before, not in this lifetime, but in spirit. Before either of you arrived on earth, your souls stood before the divine and agreed to meet again when the time was right. That time is approaching now. The signs have been building. Repeated numbers, familiar dreams, a soft voice in prayer saying, "Someone is coming." You've felt restless, as if something new is about to begin. That's heaven's signal. Your assignment partner is near. When they arrive, life will not necessarily become easier, but it will become clearer. You'll understand why some relationships failed, why certain opportunities didn't last, why you were called to patience. Every delay was divine editing, removing what could distract you from the mission you're meant to fulfill together. The younger soul will see in you what the world overlooked. They'll feel safe in your presence because your wisdom speaks peace into their chaos. You'll teach them how to channel their gifts, how to trust their inner voice, how to move through the world with faith instead of fear. And they will do something for you that you didn't know you needed. They'll remind you of wonder. They'll reignite the creative flame that adult life sometimes dims. They'll bring spontaneity, hope, and sacred joy back into your days. Together you'll move like melody and harmony, different notes, one sound. The angels say your connection will shift atmospheres. People will feel it when you enter a room, not because of appearance, but because of the peace that travels with you both. This is why heaven has protected you from certain people and situations. Some paths had to close so your true mission could open. Some heartbreaks had to happen so your heart could become strong enough to carry this new kind of love. The love that builds empires of light. The angels are arranging divine timing. They're synchronizing conversations, opportunities, and encounters so that when you meet, nothing feels accidental. You'll know it by the stillness you feel inside. The younger soul will admire your strength, but they'll also challenge you, gently. They'll encourage you to dream again, to step into new territories, to speak where you've stayed silent. They are heaven's reminder that your story isn't over. You still have work to do, and you're not meant to do it alone. When you pray, include this: God, prepare me for the one whose mission aligns with mine. Because this isn't just partnership, it's assignment. The angels say this union will be fruitful, not only in love but in creation. You'll birth ideas, visions, maybe even movements that impact many. Heaven placed similar fire in both your spirits so that when they unite, the flame becomes unstoppable. And though others may not understand the pairing, they will not be able to deny the light it carries. That's how you'll know it's divine. So, if you feel a stirring in your spirit right now, it's confirmation. Heaven is whispering, the time is near. You're not waiting in vain. You're waiting for purpose to take form. Would you like me to continue now with part 2, the seamless next flow, keeping this fresh cinematic tone and spiritual rhythm? You said yes, ChatGPT said great. Let's keep flowing. Here's part 2 of your message. Angel says you and this younger soul share a sacred mission. Heaven planned it all along. It continues naturally from part 1, same cinematic pace and depth so you can merge the audio later. As this alignment draws closer, heaven keeps adjusting the stage. Doors you once depended on may close, plans may change without warning, and people may drift away. Don't resist the rearrangement. It's choreography. God is clearing noise so that when this younger soul appears, you can hear destiny's melody without distraction. You'll start to sense them before you see them. Moments of unexplainable calm will wash over you. Flashes of joy will visit you for no reason. That's spiritual resonance. 2 assignments already humming in the same key, feeling each other across distance. When you meet, the recognition will be instant but quiet. No fireworks, only peace. The air will feel lighter. Conversation will feel like remembering rather than learning. You'll catch yourself thinking, I know this energy. And you do, because heaven introduced you long before the earth did. This younger soul will bring ideas wrapped in innocence, creativity clothed in courage. They'll see possibility where you've learned to calculate risk. You'll teach them patience. They'll teach you faith without fear. Together you'll become balance in motion. The angels call this union a bridge. It connects wisdom to wonder, strategy to spontaneity, heaven's plan to earth's execution. Your experiences are the foundation. Their freshness is the wind that moves it forward. You'll notice that when you work or create together, inspiration flows easily. Projects finish faster, prayers feel stronger, time passes softer. That's how divine synergy works. It multiplies effort and magnifies peace. And though love will be the gentle heartbeat of your bond, purpose will be the blood that keeps it alive. You'll be drawn to serve, to speak, build, heal, teach, or give in ways that reach beyond yourselves. That impulse isn't ambition. It's assignment activating. The angels caution you to stay humble as doors open. Recognition may come, blessings may multiply, but remember, this connection isn't a trophy, it's a tool. God paired you so the world could glimpse what partnership under grace looks like. You'll both experience moments of stretching. The younger soul will need to learn consistency. You'll need to relearn flexibility. But every difference will become an invitation to grow, not a reason to retreat. Love founded in mission treats conflict as a classroom, not a courtroom. There will be nights when you both feel overwhelmed by the weight of what you're building. That's when prayer becomes your language again. Kneel side by side and you'll feel heaven lean closer. Divine partnerships attract divine attention. Angels minister where purpose meets perseverance. Slowly, you'll notice the circle of your life changing. People who once misunderstood you will begin to respect you. Opportunities that once felt impossible will suddenly open. It won't be coincidence. It will be confirmation that heaven honors alignment. You'll also see that your presence transforms the younger soul. They'll become steadier, deeper, more rooted, and their presence will soften you, teaching you to smile through uncertainty and to trust God's pace again. Some will call your bond unusual. Others will call it inspiring. You don't need either label. Heaven calls it necessary. And necessary things last. You were never meant to carry your calling alone. This is why the loneliness lingered for so long. It was preparing you to recognize genuine companionship when it arrived. Now, each prayer you pray together will sound like an echo of ancient vows, two souls agreeing again to finish what they started before time began. Heaven planned it all along. As this alignment draws closer, heaven continues to shift the scenery of your life. Things that once felt steady may begin to move. Familiar rhythms will change. Friendships will loosen, and old patterns will fade away like mist at sunrise. Do not panic. This isn't loss. It's holy rearrangement. God is moving what no longer serves your next season, making room for what is sacred and new. You may sense restlessness in your soul, like standing on a shoreline waiting for the tide to change. That feeling is your spirit recognizing that something extraordinary is approaching. Heaven has been orchestrating this for years, perhaps for lifetimes, carefully weaving timing, geography, and growth until both of you are ready to meet in strength rather than in need. When the meeting comes, it will not feel sudden. It will feel right. Every cell in your body will whisper, "This is the moment we've been waiting for." You'll sense a silent knowing, as if you're remembering rather than discovering. That's how divine recognition feels, ancient yet brand new. The younger soul carries light in their eyes, a spark that instantly catches your attention. Their words may be simple, but their energy will feel vast. You'll feel drawn to their enthusiasm. The way they talk about dreams without fear, the way they see possibility where others see limitation. Their optimism will soften you. Their faith will stir yours. You'll find yourself wanting to protect that light, not out of superiority, but reverence. You'll instinctively want to guard what God entrusted to them, and they in turn will want to honor the peace you've cultivated through years of walking with God. The angels describe this connection as a sacred exchange of assignments. You carry the map, they carry the momentum. You bring the compass, they bring the wind. Alone, each of you is effective. Together, you're unstoppable. As your bond deepens, you'll start noticing how everything around you begins to align. Opportunities opening, resources appearing, people entering your path to assist your shared purpose. Heaven funds what heaven initiates. Because this partnership was designed for impact, divine provision will follow it. There will be long nights filled with vision, conversations about what you both want to build, prayers that feel like prophecies, ideas that come faster than you can write them down. You'll sense angels nearby, smiling, knowing they waited centuries to watch this chapter unfold. But balance will be vital. The younger soul's passion may sometimes race ahead of process, while your wisdom may sometimes hesitate out of caution. Learn to listen to each other. Their fire needs your structure. Your structure needs their fire. When you meet in the middle, miracles will happen effortlessly. The angels warn, never compete, never compare. You are not meant to mirror each other. You're meant to complement. Each gift has a place, each difference a reason. If you let ego step aside, you'll find rhythm in diversity. There will also be quiet seasons, times when life slows so the foundation can deepen. Use those moments to nurture friendship, laughter, and prayer. Great missions are sustained not by speed, but by connection. When the world grows loud, return to your sacred silence together and remember why you began. You'll discover that serving together becomes your favorite language of love. Whether helping others, sharing wisdom, or creating beauty, you'll feel closest to one another when you're blessing someone else. That's because your union was never just for comfort. It was for contribution. The younger soul will occasionally look to you for guidance. Do not fear that responsibility. Heaven will give you words in season, and when they stumble, respond with grace. You were once learning too. Your compassion will teach more than correction ever could. At the same time, allow them to teach you joy. Watch how easily they forgive, how quickly they laugh after disappointment, how freely they dance when a prayer is answered. Their childlike faith is medicine for your weary heart. Each time they smile at you, you'll feel years of weight melt from your shoulders. In moments of doubt, remember, God paired you because both of you carried pieces of a single calling. Alone, you glimpsed fragments of the plan. Together, you will see the whole picture. Sometimes the mission will stretch you both beyond comfort. You may face criticism, misunderstanding, or pressure. But grace will be your armor. People may question what they cannot comprehend. Yet as fruit appears, peace, growth, healing, they will see that this union is not built by impulse, but by instruction. And when fear tries to whisper that you're too different, remind yourself, difference is the evidence of design. The sun and moon are opposites, yet both keep the world alive. Heaven will keep giving signs of confirmation. You'll notice doors opening effortlessly, messages arriving at perfect timing, scriptures speaking directly to your situation. Even nature will echo your story. Birds appearing at your window during prayer, stars unusually bright on nights you discuss your future. These are heaven's winks, reminders that the creator of the universe is also the author of your love. Through this connection, your personal relationship with God will deepen. The younger soul's curiosity about spiritual things will reignite your own wonder. You'll find yourselves exploring scripture together, listening for guidance together, turning ordinary days into holy ground. The more you grow in spirit, the stronger your bond will become. The angels emphasize, keep humility at the center. Purpose without humility becomes pride. Humility turns purpose into worship. Celebrate each success by thanking the one who made it possible. When gratitude remains your default, jealousy, exhaustion, and fear lose power. Soon you'll realize you're living inside a prophecy, one whispered over your life long ago. Perhaps you've even dreamed of this partnership before, seen glimpses of an unknown face, felt peace you couldn't explain. Those weren't fantasies. They were previews. As this reality unfolds, you'll no longer crave validation. You'll know what you have is real because it bears heaven's signature: purity, purpose, peace. The three marks of divine alignment. You'll inspire others without even trying. Your kindness will invite them to believe again. Some will approach you asking how you met, how you stay so calm together, how you manage to radiate joy even in trials. Smile and tell them the truth. It was planned by heaven, not by us. This connection is the physical proof that God rewards patience and faith. The years you thought were wasted were actually preparation seasons disguised as waiting rooms. Every closed door redirected you toward this sacred partnership. Now that it's here, or soon will be, guard it with prayer, feed it with honesty, and protect it with discernment. Not every ear deserves your story. Share your testimony only when the Spirit gives peace. Finally, know this. The mission you share is not temporary. It will evolve as you do. What begins as a small act of service could grow into a legacy that blesses generations. Heaven planned it that way because eternity always thinks long-term. And one day, when you're both older and the world has changed around you, you'll look back at the first day you met and smile. You'll realize that every moment of doubt, every lonely night, every prayer whispered through tears was worth it, for it led you to your destiny and your divine partner in purpose. Heaven planned it all along. When the two of you finally stand side by side inside the work God designed, everything around you will seem to breathe differently. Colors feel brighter, silence feels alive, and time slows to let grace catch up. You'll sense heaven's applause in small things. A stranger's smile, a prayer answered before you ask, peace that lingers even in busyness. This is what divine partnership looks like when it matures. It's not endless excitement. It's steady peace. It's two souls walking through life, aware that they are being watched over, guided, corrected, and celebrated all at once. The younger soul will continue to evolve quickly. You'll watch them discover talents they never knew existed, courage they never imagined. Their progress will fill you with quiet pride. But more than that, it will remind you that your purpose is multiplication, not control. You were never sent to limit them. You were sent to help them bloom. And as they rise, you'll rise too. Your wisdom will find new language, new relevance, new platforms. You'll notice that doors open when you walk together that stayed closed when you walked alone. It's because your frequencies amplify each other. Heaven releases what neither of you could unlock separately. There will be moments of holy stillness when you realize that even ordinary days have become sacred. Cooking together, praying before bed, sharing laughter after long workdays, each simple act will carry spiritual weight. Because everything built on divine purpose becomes worship. Yet the angels also want you to remember balance. The mission is holy, but rest is holy too. There will be seasons when you must step back from public work and simply enjoy being two human souls learning grace. Don't fear those pauses. They're Sabbaths for the heart. Sometimes God hides his greatest pairs behind quiet years so that pride never poisons purpose. If you ever feel invisible, understand it's protection, not punishment. Heaven keeps precious things low until they're strong enough to carry light without burning. In private, your conversations will deepen. You'll share stories that reveal how precisely God orchestrated your meeting. The near misses, the delays, the random decisions that brought you to the same path. Each revelation will make you whisper, "Only God could write this." When doubt or exhaustion tries to creep in, return to that memory. It will anchor you. Remember how unlikely it was for your lives to intertwine, and you'll know that what started supernaturally will be sustained supernaturally. The angels show you in the future, older and calmer, teaching others about partnership that serves a higher calling. You'll tell them that love alone isn't enough. Alignment is. You'll teach that shared mission keeps affection from turning into idolatry and keeps passion pointed toward purpose. Through your story, others will learn that real love doesn't steal focus from God, it magnifies Him. At times, Heaven will stretch you into new assignments that scare you. Invitations to speak, lead, travel, build, or mentor. Say yes. Even if it feels beyond your ability, grace will meet you there. This is the season where obedience becomes expansion. The younger soul's energy will pull you forward. Your faith will keep them grounded. Together you'll walk on waters neither could cross alone. You'll learn that destiny is less about location and more about posture. Wherever you keep your heart surrendered, that's holy ground. Whether you stand on a stage or whisper prayers in a quiet house, heaven will move through you. There will be days when pressure comes, financial strain, family misunderstanding, unexpected detours. Remember, opposition is confirmation that light is advancing. When storms rise, hold hands and pray until peace returns. Prayer will be your shield, gratitude your sword. Do not measure success by numbers or applause. Measure it by peace. When peace stays, God stays. You'll also feel the angels sending new people toward you, helpers, friends, and students who are drawn to your energy. Treat them kindly. They are evidence that your mission is expanding. You'll mentor others the same way heaven once mentored you through struggle. Every story you share will become a lamp for someone else's path. And when people ask the secret to your harmony, you'll say, "We decided to keep listening." Listening to each other. Listening to God. Listening to love instead of fear. The world around you will change. Trends will fade. Voices will grow loud. But your connection will remain quiet and steady. It will survive because it was built on prayer, not preference. As you both continue to evolve, the form of your mission may shift. What began as two voices may become a team, a movement, even generations carrying the same flame. Each new phase will require letting go of old versions of yourselves. Embrace it. The caterpillar never argues with its wings. Heaven planned this partnership as a seed of legacy. Every act of service you do together, every person you help, every life you touch, becomes fruit that will outlive you. Long after your names fade, the impact will remain. That's how God measures success. There will be quiet evenings when you feel the weight of that legacy. You'll realize that your connection was never about perfection. It was about obedience. Two people said yes to love that looked impossible, and heaven turned it into testimony. In those moments, gratitude will flood you so deeply that words fail. You'll close your eyes and simply feel it. The divine pulse that started it all still beating between you. The angels will whisper, "See? We told you it was worth it." And you'll smile through tears, whispering back, "Thank you for trusting us with this mission." Because that's what it is. A trust. God didn't pair you randomly. He entrusted you with influence, with souls to touch, with light to spread. That responsibility is sacred. Treat it with reverence, but never with fear. The same grace that joined you will sustain you. Even years from now, you'll continue to surprise each other. The younger soul will discover new depths of maturity. You'll discover new heights of freedom. You'll realize that growth doesn't end when promises are fulfilled. It expands with every act of faith. And on a quiet morning someday, perhaps walking together after prayer, you'll look at them and know this was always bigger than romance. This was the echo of heaven's heartbeat made visible on earth. You'll realize that the mission isn't finished. It's unfolding into eternity. Because when souls align under divine order, their story never ends. It only transforms. So keep walking, keep building, keep loving deliberately. Let forgiveness be quick, encouragement constant, laughter frequent. Let gratitude crown every day. Remember, you are partners not just in life, but in light. Every time you hold hands, you hold purpose. Every time you pray together, you shift atmospheres. Every time you choose compassion over pride, heaven expands its territory through you. That's why the angels called this connection sacred long before you met. They saw how your energies would merge into melody, how your voices would harmonize into hope, how your steps would draw others toward God without even trying. You and this younger soul are proof that heaven still writes stories through human hearts. Proof that love and purpose can share the same breath. Proof that divine timing may feel late but always arrives right on schedule. And when you finally rest at the end of each day, know that all of heaven smiles upon you because you answered the call. You accepted the assignment, and you are walking it beautifully. If these words touched your heart, like this video, comment "I accept my sacred mission" and subscribe for more angelic messages from Angel Says. Your love is divine. Your purpose is unfolding, and heaven planned it all along.